This week, the reading of the week is due December 16th. The title of the passage is First Day. I remember my first day at Dry Lake School so clearly. Dad drove me to school. I would take the school bus every day after that. But because it was my first day, Dad wanted to make sure I got there safely. We had just moved from the big, hectic city to the tiny, tranquil town of Dry Lake. Mom and Dad had grown weary of city life, so we moved to this quiet little place surrounded by farmland. I couldn't imagine what the kids here would be like. Would I have anything in common with them? Dad dropped me off at the school gates and told me he'd pick me up at 3 o'clock. The school was small. There was one class for each grade. The fourth grade classroom teacher greeted me and directed me to sit at an empty desk. The other kids stared at me. I pretended to be indifferent, even though I was actually feeling pretty uncomfortable. During lunch, a couple of my classmates asked me to join them. They were curious about life in the big city. Ben and Javier were instantly likable. In fact, most of the kids were very friendly and easygoing. Why on earth had I been so afraid of coming to school? After school, Ben and Javier invited me to play softball with them and some other kids. My dad was already there to pick me up. Dad, could I stay here at school? I asked. Sure, son. I'll be back in 2 hours. Have fun, Dad exclaimed as he pulled away. I ran back, beaming all the way, to play softball with my new friends. For this reading of the week, answer the questions. You may need to reread parts of the passage to help you. Question 1. Read this sentence from the story. We had just moved from the big, hectic city to the tiny, tranquil town of Dry Lake. Which two words in the sentence above have the opposite meaning? Tranquil means peaceful or calm. Hectic means crazy or busy. Big is the same as large, and tiny is the same as small. Which two words here have the opposite meaning? Question number 2. How does the boy feel about being the new kid at the start of the school day? At the start of the school day, how did he feel? Question 3. What happens during lunch? Question 4. What does the boy learn in the story? What is the lesson he learned at the end? Remember, you can go back to the story to look for your evidence. Pause the video until you're ready to listen to your race response question. Now that you've read the story more than once, do you think the boy will be happy at his new school? Why or why not? Use at least two details from the passage to support your answer. Write your response below. Let's take a look at the race response. I think the boy will or will not be happy at his new school because. Circle will or will not. Then finish the sentence with your reason why. Pause the video if you need more time. One text detail is, go back to the text and look for a detail that supports whether you think he will be happy or whether he will not be happy. Then add another detail. And finally, this shows I think the boy will or will not be happy at his new school because. Circle your opinion. Remember to go back to the text and reread it to find your evidence to support your thinking. This is due December 16th.